All right, join me on page 94 in the social studies textbook. Follow along. The land between two rivers. You are there. It is 4000 BC. With a herd of goats, you and your family round a bend in the path. Then, in the early light of dawn, you see houses in the distance. Smoke from cooking fires rises lazily in the warm air as women prepare their morning meals. Nearby, fields of grain blow gently in the breeze. Men are checking their tools for the day's work, and children run here and there playing a game. This is the village you and your family have been seeking. When you reach the nearest house, your father gives the hand signal for peace to the people of the village. Will your family be welcome to settle here? In friendship, your father offers some goats to the people. Below that, fast fact. At 1,700 miles in length, the Euphrates River is the longest river in southwestern Asia. Because of the region's hot, dry climate, the Euphrates River loses a large amount of water through evaporation and irrigation. Only flat-bottom boats can travel the shallow waters of the Euphrates River. Okay, turning the page to page 95. Follow along. Importance of major river systems. The world's major river systems formed valleys that held a special attraction for many early people. The physical settings of these river valleys supported permanent settlements and, in time, early civilizations. In these valleys, people found plenty of water for drinking, cooking, and bathing. Fishers speared, hooked, and netted fish from the rivers, and farmers raised crops and grazed their livestock on the wide, fertile plains. With so many resources, these river valleys provided people with a good place to build permanent settlements. Soon, these early farmers learned to grow surpluses of crops. To do this, they had to develop new agricultural techniques. With food surpluses, some people could do activities besides farming. This allowed people to create more advanced cultures, leading to early civilizations. The earliest civilizations developed in the valleys of four major river systems: the Tigris and Euphrates rivers in southwestern Asia, the Nile River in northern Africa, and the Indus River in southern Asia. Later, one formed along the Honghu of eastern Asia. Okay, turning the page. Now we're on page 96. You see a map up above of the Fertile Crescent. And the heading is the Tigris and Euphrates. So that's the main idea. And now we know these next few paragraphs are going to be talking about, giving us more details about the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. So let's begin, follow along. One of the world's first civilizations formed in the valley between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. This civilization arose in a land that came to be known as Sumer. The land of Sumer lay in the southern part of a region called the Fertile Crescent. On a map, the Fertile Crescent appears to be shaped like a crescent moon. Fertile refers to the rich soil found there, so it was given its name based on its shape and the type of soil. From the Taurus Mountains, the Tigris and Euphrates rivers flow southeast across the Fertile Crescent. Many tributaries, or rivers that flow into larger rivers, join the Tigris. Eventually, the Tigris and Euphrates rivers join and flow into the Persian Gulf. Long ago, the land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers was known as Mesopotamia, meaning the land between the rivers. Northern Mesopotamia sat on the high, flat land of a plateau. Southern Mesopotamia lay on the low, flat land of an alluvial plain, a plain formed from fine soil left behind by streams or rivers. In the spring, the Tigris and Euphrates rivers often overflowed their banks. As the floodwaters drained, they deposited soil and tiny rocks on the land to form a new layer of silt. It was on this fertile soil in southern Mesopotamia that the people of Sumer built their civilization. Okay, turning the page to page 97. The need for irrigation. The annual flooding of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers enriched the soil, but it could not be counted on to water the farmers' crops. When the unpredictable floods came, floodwaters often rushed over the land, destroying crops and livestock as well as sweeping away villages. While northern Mesopotamia received enough rainfall for farmers to grow crops, southern Mesopotamia did not. People in this hot, dry climate had to deal with frequent droughts. During these times, the heat of the sun baked the clay soil. Imagine how frustrated the people of southern Mesopotamia must have been. They had plenty of river water near them, but no way to use it to farm the dried out land. They were at the mercy of the hot sun and unpredictable floods and rainfall. In time, someone realized that irrigation would help solve this problem. So, people in southern Mesopotamia dug canals to carry water from the rivers to the land. They also stored water in areas of low land called basins to supply them with water in times of drought. To protect their lands from floods, they put up dikes or walls of dirt along riverbanks. They also built dams to help control the flow of water. The development of these agricultural techniques changed the lives of the people in southern Mesopotamia. It allowed them to take up farming as a way of life and provided them with ways to produce surpluses of crops with more than enough food. These early people developed new, more complex cultures. Thanks for following along, and I will see you on the next video.